So today we're gonna take a break from our signs and our wraps and have a little bit of fun, because it's that time of year, y'all. A time for good cheer, gift giving, a time to cherish your family, decorate the Christmas tree, and snuggle up by the fire. But if you're like me, nothing says Christmas like the 1988 Bruce Willis classic Die Hard. So you guys might wonder why Jason and I are sitting here with a 4-foot model of the Nakatomi Plaza building.
Complete with its own custom Hans Gruber falling to his death.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. So remember when John McClane was running around the top floors of the Nakatomi Plaza building trying to devise a plan while hiding from terrorists, that those top several floors were still under construction. And so they had saws and nail guns and drill presses and welders, you know, kind of just like our shop is here.
That makes me wonder, if John McClane were a fabricator instead of a New York City cop, could he have built something that would have defeated Hans Gruber and the terrorists a lot faster? Yeah, probably a lot less headaches and a lot less cuts on his feet too. So in the spirit of Die Hard and Christmas, we present the Media One Holiday Weapons Building Competition. We will have 4 teams competing, and each will have 2 hours to create a weapon using anything they find in the shop. And they can use any piece of equipment to construct their weapon. At the end of the 2-hour build portion of the competition, the final weapons will be tested on identical targets and judged on 3 criteria. The first criteria will be lethality. How effective is the weapon? The second criteria, ingenuity. The mechanics of the weapon and the use of the available resources in the shop. The third criteria, and possibly the most important one, will be the intimidation factor. How scary would this weapon be to face in real battle?
And here's the 4 teams. Number 1 is Derek and Renee, the Island of Misfit Toys. Number 2 is Rick and James, the Winter Warlocks. Number 3 is Steve and Tony, Team Hans Gruber. And the 4th team, who's not a team at all because he doesn't need a second person, is Robert, Yukon Cornelius. Now we're going to get the opportunity to get a sneak peek behind the scenes at each fabrication station to see what everybody's working on. This first one is the Island of Misfit Toys.
And you can tell from the artwork that Renee is involved. I don't know what they're building in there, but whatever they are, it's going to be the prettiest one.
Oh yeah, Renee's not a fabricator now, but I bet you it's going to be pretty. Let's go check out what they're working on. All right, Island of Misfit Toys, what do we got? We got Derek and Renee here. You guys want to tell us what's going on here in this booth? It looks like you're taking your secrecy really serious.
What we're building is a rocket launcher out of some steel tube, and we're going to make, if anybody wants to come over and take a look at the drawings we have.
Oh, yeah.
This is our plan right here. Right. This is a drawing of me, obviously. I'm the good-looking one, and he's the handsome one. And he's lighting the fuse. And this is our weapon. And then the weapon is going to hit the... I don't know how to spell Nakatomi, so I just...
Okay, I got it.
And then we're going to send the competition running.
I see, man. Look, they've got their map all laid out like a Roadrunner cartoon. All right, we're going to let these guys roll out, and let's go check out this next fabrication station.
The losers.
So here we are going into the second fabrication station. These guys aren't as worried so much about the secrecy, so they're out here in the open. This is the Team Winter Warlocks. My partner, Rick Ream, and his brother-in-law, James. That's Rick B. There you go. All right, man. So you guys want to tell us what you're doing here?
So we're going to build like a mini cannon.
Okay.
And fill it full of shrapnel and try to blow the hell out of that building. We're going to build the barrel in here. We're going to drill a hole. This will be our igniter, so we can get way the hell away from it when we blow it up. And that's the base for it right there.
That's right here.
So we're going to mount our cannon on there. Fill it up with screws and nails. And
So guys, what could potentially go wrong here?
well, we hope to end the day with all of our fingers.
Hopefully nothing will blow up in our face.
Well, we wanted to blow up, but in the right direction.
In the right direction. It's going to go in the right direction.
Gotcha. We'll be back around once you
Trying to
guys are in
remember how
full
to
build.
weld. It's been a while.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm backing way up.
All right, next is Team Hans Gruber. This is our lead fabricator, Steve, and his son, Tony. What you guys got going on over here?
Going to build a weapon.
Yes.
A weapon?
A weapon.
What kind of weapon?
Can't disclose that information yet.
You might have to kill us afterwards, but you got to give us some kind of tease.
We're going to fire a projectile.
Oh, all right.
Fire a projectile.
With fire.
With fire.
With fire. It's a good thing to fire with. Okay, that's it? That's all you're going to give us?
Well, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Be
They're
real
going to be
loud.
real secretive
Yeah, be
about
real
this,
loud.
huh?
We're anxious to see, man. We're anxious.
Now, is there any potential for disaster? Anything could go wrong? What would it be?
I don't know, that it might leave our property. Not
leaves?
sticky.
As long as it doesn't leave the atmosphere, I think we might be okay.
That's possible.
All right, guys. I guess I appreciate the secrecy. You know, they're going to give us a little bit. We'll be back soon to see your progress. All right, so get on it. Let's do it. Let's go check out the fourth and final competitor. All right, here we go. We got Team Yukon Cornelius with our fabricator, Robert.
And of course, Robert doesn't need a teammate. He's a solo man. He can handle it all himself.
So you want to give us a little bit of insight on what you're doing here?
So I am going to attempt to do a dual expansion chamber air cannon.
Wow.
That's going to shoot a Sabo round that's packed with those.
Nice. My goodness.
So the Sabo will fit inside the bigger diameter pipe. The middle will be hollowed out. It'll be 4 pieces still connected at the end. As it exits the barrel, that Sabo will peel apart.
Man, you got enough time for all of that?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
That sounds ridiculous.
As long as I can get the air hooked up right, it'll work.
Man, you know this ammunition here that you're using kind of reminds me of the dudes packing shotguns with dimes and whatnot, but aerodynamically, ballistically, that could be a little risk. So what do you
I
think?
need it to expand quick because how close we're going to be. So I need it to go
And you're
so
not
I tear
worried
this thing
about
apart.
it flying off in errant directions.
It's a risk we're willing to take.
Risk we're willing to take. Well, once again, we're going to be way back
I'm gonna
here
stand back when
he
this goes.
does that. All right, so how'd you come up with the name Yukon Cornelius?
Well, originally they wanted me to be the Grinch, but I look like
It's
it.
definitely got the Yukon Cornelius look going on, yeah.
Yes, you did. All you did is that little ice pick.
I know. The little beanie hat.
A beanie hat. That's great. All right, y'all. So that's all 4 competitors. We visited all the 4 fabrication stations. We know what each of them is kind of working on. We're feeling a little heavy theme going into this thing as far as the weapon building, but I think it's gonna be great.
Little dangerous, but exciting.
Hey, are these Twinkies? We got Twinkies here. Let's go eat some Twinkies.
Yeah,
Come on,
let's do it.
let's go. As you can see, these teams are getting antsy. Now that we have a feel for what everyone's plan is gonna be, well, except for one, it's time to start the party. Gentlemen, start your building!
This is gonna be good.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. As soon as I said that, everyone seemed to race for the circular saws. If there was gonna be a fight, this is where it would start. Luckily, in the holiday spirit, everyone shared and took turns.
Hey, take a look at Renee, and they said he don't be a painter. Look at him working and grinding over there. First time ever.
So what exactly is this that you're building now?
We're just building a base right now for it, so we can strap it down.
What's the wiring? What's all that over there?
That's just, we want to get as far away from it as we can, so that we can blow it up. And so we're going to plug it in, so that's going to be our ignition.
So how you feeling about this, Rick?
Not feeling too good. I think this thing's going to blow up in our face. Either way, it'll make for a good video. If we get more views, we blow ourselves up.
These are my tanks. These will be hooked up with a piece in between them. That will allow all this volume of air to come through here. The air line will come out of here into a valve. The valve goes into my barrel. That's loaded with this little package of joy. This part's the easy part. Figuring out the air is going to be a little more tricky. Just as far as the hookup and all that. Just hoping I can scrounge the right air fitting from the shop, because I'm following the rules. It has to be something in the shop.
We are building a steel-based rocket launcher. I was going to use aluminum tubing, but I know aluminum kind of is a lot softer than steel. So I figured with the steel, it won't get gouged and caught in here. This way we can propel it right out. That's the theory. We'll see if it works here in about 2 hours.
What are you propelling?
Arrows. See how the fins that turn? It's going to spiral at you. It's going to spiral at you. I would advise team 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4 to not be in our way when we shoot these, because it's pretty lethal.
All right, so while they're building, we're gonna drop some knowledge on you. Here's some die-hard fun facts.
Yeah, did you know that the budget for broken glass alone in the film was $135,000?
That's a lot of broken glass.
That was in 1988.
Dang.
Oh, dang.
So how are we looking?
Looking good. Got the barrel going. Got this piece cut. Got this piece cut.
So you're not going to tell us anything?
No, it's not yet. I mean, until I get it going a little bit further, because it's hard just to describe the pieces.
Now, do you have a contingency plan if things don't work out, or you're all in on this?
Oh no, this will work.
This will work?
Oh yeah. Yep, this will work.
Any doubts?
No.
No doubts.
Did he tell you to say that?
No. Several days thinking this one through, so.
Yeah.
We don't even know if it works.
We don't know. We're not going to know it works until we try it. What do you think? We're in an argument right now?
I think you should.
No, I'm not. We don't want a fist fight.
What am I doing? What am I even doing here? With the limited pieces I have, no, that's not gonna work. Oh, but I have a if I put this on here. Trying to figure out how to hook this valve into this, but it's one of those I don't have the right pieces, so which pieces can I use? I have another valve. All right, I'm gonna make this work.
This is the actual cannon, per se, but I gotta cut out a hole here to put this through, so when I have the spring, I can pull it back.
So everybody here thought that I'm out of my element because I'm the painter and I don't do a whole lot of this stuff, but
He is out of his element. He is.
what they don't know is like I'm actually building the projectiles. I made the grooves, I cut all the fins for it and everything, and I found out that this is pretty simple work and I might be just taking over their job. Watch out for me and for my team. We're gonna win this thing.
Ow!
That tells you right there you're out of your element. You should be wearing jeans.
Did you know that the first actor offered the role of John McClane was Frank Sinatra?
I did not know that.
What? He played a role in the movie The Detective in 1968, and that same character is what John McClane was based upon. So because it was considered a sequel, contractually they had to offer Sinatra the role first.
Well, I'm glad that Bruce Willis got it. He must have been pretty old at that point.
Yeah, he was 73 years old, so
Oh, no.
thank God he didn't do the part.
It's not pretty, but it should be explosive. Oh yeah. We got our shrapnel. We already got the wad in there. We just got to figure out something to get the accelerant in there better. You'll see what I got up here. And we got several different. Let's see.
Can we use anything off this? Cut that?
Maybe that.
Yeah, cut that right there. Garbage picker.
It's not garbage picking, it's recycling.
Recycling.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Heck yeah.
Despite playing one of the greatest movie villains of all time, Alan Rickman, who played Hans Gruber, flinched every time he pulled a trigger on his gun.
No way.
Yeah, so the director had to cut away every scene that he fires a gun.
That's hard to believe. Alan Rickman, one of the greatest bad guys ever, flinched when he fired a gun.
Yeah, so you gotta go back and watch the movie, man. Go
gonna
back
have
and
to check
watch
it out,
Check
yep.
it out. It was interesting to watch the dynamics of each team. The Misfit Toys were like two crazy cousins having to work together.
We probably looked really unorganized. It's because we are.
The Winter Warlocks were basically just winging it.
And it should be perfect. What could possibly go wrong?
Yukon Cornelius was like a mad scientist in a fabrication lab.
I don't have the right tap, so I'm making one.
And then there was Team Hans Gruber, or should I call him Team Secret Squirrel. Every time the cameras would come around, they'd clam up tighter than a crab's ass. They looked like they were making great progress, but to what end? No one knew. I had to try to crack them. All right, y'all, we left you alone for a little while. How you guys looking?
Good.
Good.
You want me to elaborate?
Yes, I would like you to elaborate on how's everything going. Are you guys finished? You still need some more time? How you looking?
Just a couple minutes for the glue to dry, and I just have to weld right here, and I'm good to go.
Looks impressive, guys.
Wow, yeah. So what's more fun, building the weapon or building the sign?
I think building this weapon.
Yeah, I figured that, right?
Yeah, lots of fun.
Tony, did you know your dad had this destructive side to him?
Oh, absolutely. Waiting to let it out.
Hey, you should be Team Bob the Builder and his helper.
No, he's got the white hat. I'm the helper.
Curious, what's the detergent for?
Lubricant.
Oh, of course. Should have known. It's always time for lubricant.
I thought it was to clean up your dirty welds.
No, they can't be cleaned up. Those are not pretty welds.
Man, we're a sign company. What the hell are we doing here?
I don't know, man, but it's awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
This looks more like a sign than a weapon, Robert. Tell us what's going on.
So the chamber's been done. I had a problem because I didn't have the right tap to get this hooked into the end. So I had to take a steel fitting, file cut marks in the threads and use this to tap the holes. But now the barrel's done. I just have to tap into this, mount the air hose to this, and hook up to that. But I haven't made my projectile yet. So I don't even know how we're looking at time-wise.
Renee and Derek over there are building projectiles. I mean, they're kind of misshapen, but maybe they could do one for you. You want me to ask them?
Kind of like Derek and Renee.
Yeah.
Misshapen.
Yeah, so some guys like to shoot like frisbees out their thing, baseballs, you know, anything we can find around the house, like a pea, a walnut, a grapefruit. We like to shoot things that penetrate and that can cause lethal damage.
Yeah, man, all of them are looking pretty good, except I don't know about Derek and Renee's over there, man. That big steel pipe that they got cut up, man, I'm not sure about that one. That's a little sketchy right there. We put the cameras out there and we hide behind the vans or something, because who knows how far these projectiles are going to go, and we damn sure don't know what direction they're going in.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of shooting out this way, but they got some funky shaped projectiles that might cause some issues for the surrounding areas, you know? As far as I'm concerned, like, Roberts is obviously the nicest looking one, you know? That one looks like we could build that thing and mass produce it. I'm not sure about Steve's. Steve's is pretty crazy. I'm feeling the technology he's using behind that one.
I think there's more to that weapon than he's letting on.
Yeah, I do too. And how about Rick's weapon? Rick's weapon looks like it came off of a pirate ship.
Yeah, or some kind of post-apocalyptic adventure there.
Yeah. Rick, of all the people in the shop, well, you could use anything you want. Dude's got used 2x4s strapped down to the table for his
being
base.
very thrifty.
I don't know how many people has experience in explosives, and this is getting me a little bit nervous. Let's see how it goes.
Ow.
But even before we get out to the firing line to set off these weapons, the intensity kicked up a notch and the injuries start to mount.
Got a little blood. Do you need a Band-Aid?
Am I bleeding?
Right here.
And Rick's old man skin started to buckle under the pressure.
The shrapnel is sharp. Damn it. I might have to go rest. Ow, I'm bleeding. Damn it, I'm bleeding again. I think we need an ambulance, but I do have blood. It's not a fun game until somebody's bleeding. All right, we got it.
In a bunch of different countries, the name of the movie Die Hard translated really weird. In Norway, they called it the action skyscraper. In Poland, it was the glass trap. In Russia, it's the hard nut. And in Hungary, give your life expensive.
What? I don't even understand that. That's how it translated?
Yeah.
Hey, none of them are anywhere near as good as Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard.
Where the f did it go?
Shit.
Just set up and go back to work. Everybody's ahead of us.
It's gut check time on the shop floor as the 2-hour build deadline runs out.
I think they're testing out back.
You have to go now. It's going to be loud.
And it's turning on me because now I'm rushing. And
How are we going to do that, bro?
That's what we need to figure out.
I don't know. If I screw this up, I'm pretty much done.
Calm down, bro. You know? Relax.
Plan B, if that thing doesn't destroy it, fill this thing up with the accelerant, put the extension cord in here, and make a bomb.
Oh, this is stupid.
Will any of these teams successfully fire their weapon?
Fire in the hole!
Or will they go out with an epic failure? Make sure to watch next episode to witness the crazy conclusion to the Media One Wrap This Holiday Weapons Building Competition. From all of us here at Media One and Wrap This, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And remember, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yippee-ki-yay, mother.